Why do you think that Native language preservation is so important?
Honestly, I don't think you can separate the language from the culture and the people. And to have ownership of your own voice and to tell your story through your own voice is extremely important. Not only are you speaking to the generations that come after you, but you're also tying and connecting them to those that came before you. So really to be able to speak in your own voice to your own people, it continues our lineage and it ensures we have a future.
And, going to the panel and the screening and watching the series, what are your thoughts?
It's amazing. I mean, one, I really appreciated the respect that was paid to even that they were sharing culture and language and at the same time receiving that information in real time, because without this, maybe they would not have gotten that information, but understanding they're still the rightful stewards of their language, their land, their culture. I think that was the most heartwarming. So being able to see how we can coexist and still stay sovereign in the current times in 2023 is really heartwarming to me. So you didn't have to give up anything and we can kind of respectfully coexist.
And part of it is educating the public while we're sharing stories about our tribes. What is it that you'd like people to know about your tribes? There's not a lot that we learn from Louisiana.
I was going to say definitely not. Well, my sister is actually currently working on her own, and that's kind of what we came here, just kind of to get an idea of how the representation would be, to make sure that it is, like I said, reaching to native cultures, but also making it digestible for the American palate. And so really, I think one is to understand we're still here, we're thriving. So while there are things that we need to work on to secure our future, there are many of us that feel a calling to make sure that our generations continue and those after us flourish. And so I think that's really important, that it's not your history books. We have my own children. So for Native American Heritage Month, we go to their school and we do a lesson for the school. I think it's very helpful to hear your stories from the people. So the same way when we study other cultures, if there is a Native somewhere near, New York City, we're grateful. We do have the American Indian Community House we work with. I work with the American Indian Science and Engineering Society, and these are just ways that we cross intertribally to support each other, because ultimately, as they mentioned, there were 300 languages. There's only maybe 130, 150, I believe, still in preservation. So the way we maintain those languages is connecting and allies with our tribes, but also with America. And so that's where I think America, knowing that you can support us, we're working together, we're not pulling apart.